how the whole thing is. Me, I'm always blaming us. I don't blame the government.
Okay.
Even though the government also have a role.
Yes.
But we are all part of the problem.
Professor Atamius, His Excellency, the late President, Professor Atamius, last said in a statement that who is watching the watchman. When you analyze this statement well, the watchman is just a watchman by the gate, but the one who employed the watchman should make sure the watchman is doing the right thing. The watchman is watching the gate, guiding you, but you should also guide the watchman to know to be sure that he is doing the right thing. So who is watching the watchman? If you say you are the boss, you won't do anything, then the watchman also relax.
He will come and say that he will not lock the gate. Then they'll come and attack you.
That's all. So who is watching the watchman? It means Ghanaians, it is about time that we will come to our consciousness, sit back and analyze this thing very well. Because what he is explaining is totally on point, whether you are happy with it or not. But he's on point. Let me tell you something. The Baumia is not good. Anna Akufo-Addo is not good. Let's kick Ken Ofori-Atta out. Who voted these people into power? We know they are not good. But who kept them there? Aren't we the same people? So if you put someone in a position, then you will still go back and sit down and say this person is not good. Who kept the person there? So this is always something I don't understand. We say we are in a country with laws and what have you. Everybody is intelligent. But we'll go and vote after elections, then we'll be complaining that they've rigged the election, they've done this. Why don't you follow the right procedures to fix out the errors? Sometimes it's just politics, so people just talk, and this person is not good. Meanwhile, inside the person knows what he or she has done. You know your own weakness. Anyway, we want to know. We have been talking about development. Where exactly should we be expecting development to emanate from? The starting point, we know that government have a role to play, the individuals have the role to play, the individual citizenry, they have everyone in the country have a role to play, even foreigners in the country have a role to play. But then, where should we be expecting development to start from? We want the starting point of development. You are welcome to Kimbo Royal Tree, the best hotel in Winneba, close to Winneba Johnson and direct opposite the Well Filling Station. Among some of the facilities Kimbo Royal Tree offers its clients and customers include: number 1, we have a serene swimming pool where you can relax your body at any time, swim at any time, any day at affordable prices. In fact, you can come here 24/7. We operate all time. We there for you. Kimbo Royal Treat is having an event center where we host every type of event. Any event you want, whether birthday party, weddings, any event at all, we can give you the best facility to host your event that you want to host. Kimbo Royal Treat is having a gym center where you can gym your body at any time, morning, evening, afternoon, any time at all you feel. And we also have a kitchen where we offer both local and foreign dishes. Any type of food you want, just come to Kimbo Royal Treat and we will give it to you at very affordable prices. We also have a clinic attached to the hotel where, in case of any emergency or any other time, you can go there for the services at very, very subsidized prices. We've reduced the prices drastically just to favor our customers. Call the contact, the numbers on this list.
All right. For the first point that we should be expecting the development from is the government.
Okay.
You know why? Because we entrusted the state resources into their hands.
Okay.
For them to use the resources to develop the country. I get in that.
Yes.
So development must first come from the government.
Okay.
Now, there are other sources that we can get development from.
Okay.
We have the civil society organizations, right? The private sector, that the businesses. the individual, the international organization, and donors. All these are all places we can get development from. But you know what? Government play a key role. If government don't create the enabling environment, the other sources cannot function well. You know why? I talk of the private sector. If government didn't provide the environment for people to set up businesses, for people to create jobs, then where are we going to get the development from?
It's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem. So government have to create that atmosphere. You know, I don't know much. I don't want to go into economy because I'm less knowledgeable there.
Yeah.
But when, you know, in Ghana here, even in your own, you see, when somebody want to even set up a mobile money
vendor, the
person have to go through a long way, long bureaucratic process. And all these places the person is spending money
everywhere.
Meanwhile, if government make the place so flexible, free, then you see that the people will be able to create the business. When they create the business, then they employ people. When they employ the people, they develop their personal life. When they develop their personal life, they will also develop the country.
They will also go ahead to,
you know, as I was saying that we need to pay our taxes. But if you don't have the job, can you pay tax? No. So you see, so government is a key point when it comes to a source of development. It's a key point. And if government now functions very well, then the other sources will be very easy for us to get development from.
So let's bring this assumption in. Let's assume that government failed brutally.
Okay.
Can the people do something? Is there an alternative that the people can use to initiate this development to start? Maybe one way or the other, start from them.
You see, as I said, whether government fail or government don't fail, but they will never. You see, in politicians, when they fail, they don't want to accept that they have failed. That's one thing.
Yes.
They don't want to accept that they have failed. And once they don't accept, it will still be very difficult for the individual, the private person who wants to develop the country. Very difficult. In fact, I was on TikTok. Yes. I was watching Honorable Kennedy Ajapon. I seen is it North or Central?
I think I seen North or no, it's not Central. It's not North, it's Central.
Yeah, I seen Central MP. Where he was saying like his business, he brought people from India to come and put on a plant. And people went and arrested them from the place. So he was not saying that, he was complaining that, so if he himself, Ajapon, is facing this as a businessman, how more the ordinary Ghanaian? So you see what am I saying? Well, I'm saying even if the government failed, but they will never accept that they have failed. So they won't allow the people to come in with any innovative way that they have. They won't allow. Because their target is the next election. So because of that, we fail to speak the truth. So that's why I said I don't want to believe in this NDC, MPP, whatever.
Those they are partisan.
Currently, politics. Let me go. Currently, they were talking about from Prof report. Oh, what? Akufo-Addo government involved in illegal mining. Ask yourself, is that illegal mining started in 2017?
No. Long time.
Long time. So you see that even the government that also left power, they are also talking.
Meanwhile,
and do you believe that if probably they come to power,
they will
coming to before, we will not have illegal mining. Unless, I have experienced that
unless the people decide not to do.
In 2016, I experienced that in Western region, Aguna Nkwanta specifically. You see, we were working for money, and they're paying us 20 cedis a day in the Chinese people side, the side. But I said, hey, what's up? They are destroyed land. You just see a vast land, you will see any grass. you see any tree.
For land, let's put land aside and talk about the rivers.
I'm just because it's always most around near the rivers.
The rivers are now look. So the major rivers we use to sing songs.
Let me finish my lesson. No, excuse me. We're working there. Anytime they say soldiers are coming to the site, some people will notify the Chinese people to run away.
Where from the information? There is a Prof.
So you see, so I said, how did they know? How did they know that people are coming to the site?
A Prof.
At times they even run away and leave us, and then when they come, they beat you, Papa.
Hey.
Do you understand that? So what it means is that people are always responsible, not just from anywhere, but within that locality. We must hold the assembly member for that community responsible. We must hold the MP for that constituency responsible, and the regional minister responsible.
The traditional rulers.
The traditional rulers.
They are even the owners of the various lands. So if anything like that will happen,
where that story I'm giving you,
yes,
is an old soldier, a retired soldier, that was their security. But the soldier, he's doing his job.
A soldier is coming to chase soldier. How is that done?
So, you see, so my brother, we have a long way to go. I keep on saying that we have a long way.
Long way indeed. So me, I'm always looking for, like, if there can be someone who will be bold enough like me to stand and say, okay, boys, cho boy, then come and let's start. I'm always looking for that. I want to, like, someone to start an initiative.
No, you can also start it.
I can start it.
Yes, you can also start it.
Yeah, I fear small.
Easy. Yeah, it's true. You see, you have the right to say, yes, because your life matters.
Yes.
So that if these people see that you are doing that, they can even
they can come after you.
Yes.
Even the people you are trying to change, they themselves will come after you.
We have been seeing brutality around.
The problem we have is that those people we are trying to change, they don't know that they are doing the wrong thing. They don't know what they are doing will not help them and will not help the country.
That is easy.
They don't know.
Look at that shooting in Abilekuma, in Accra, the filling station. Look at, no, can you imagine?
That in me, when I talk, when I sit down and analyze the whole thing,
imagine.
I realized, like, for me, from my perspective, I think they went there just because of the gun. Yes, because when they got there, they killed the policeman. They didn't rob any money. They didn't search for money from anyone.
It's not a filling station.
They didn't even.
I think it's broad daylight, right?
Broad daylight. Around just broad daylight.
So if anyone say maybe that individual, that policeman, was taking a course maybe to save Ghana, and then some people decide to just eliminate him from the system. The person is right. The person may be right. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I can't just imagine that thing. It's one in the night, a filling station. You were just shot. Then they didn't see anybody.
In town.
My God, in Ghana. And we say our institutions are working.
The capital of Ghana. Yeah. It was serious. Me, when I watched the video, I watched it several times. I realized they didn't take anything apart from the gun. They just killed the policeman.
They can't rob him at that place, at that scene. They can't do that. They just want to just kill him. That's all. They don't want anything.
And they were even shooting. The noise done. I just wonder how people can gather courage to do some of these things. Huh?
So my brother, that is how the distance. Unless what do you call it? Unless some of these things are stopped, we shouldn't expect any development.
So hey, I'm telling you, it's serious. So, but looking at things, is there a hope that one day someone can emerge to be able to take up this mantle too?
Yes, I believe.
To advocate for.
I believe that one day we will rise after them. over them.
When you say we will write, I'm always very happy because you understand that thing.
Is it biblically there's
Oh,
time
no,
for,
no, it's not biblical.
there's time for everything.
Yeah.
There's time for everything.
Yes.
The time will come where we will take power from them.
We will take over power from them.
When the people were ruling us, do we know that even in Nkrumah that was coming to do that?
They didn't know.
So that will give you hope.
When
one day,
when Nkrumah came, they just saw a small boy coming home.
Correct. And I'm always happy when I see a youth speaking truth to power. I'm always happy when I see a youth.
And it's very scarce.
Yes.
Very, very scarce.
To power.
You can see a very young, fine man in suit and ties.
Let's not even go far.
You see, sweating and telling lies.
Dogbe. Xavier Dogbe.
Yes.
In political science department.
Yes.
And the friend, what is the name? He's a Muslim guy.
Is it Naim?
Not Naim. Anas.
Yeah, Anas. Zakaria
Anas.
Yes.
I love their spirit. But I wonder if they will be able to send that into the national level.
Let's pray so.
And if these people are able to go out to the national level and able to speak to the truth to power, then we have hope.
Let's pray for good numbers to join them.
Dogbe,
then we'll
and Anas.
I've worked with them.
They put their life.
I've worked with them in parliament before, and I saw what they can do.
Yes, that's why I got their capabilities. When their legal issues.
When they are speaking the truth, they can look into your eyes and say it. Direct. And still feel free.
May God bless them. Let's pray for them.
They are the caliber of people we are always looking for. But here's the case. The problem with Ghana is just that the youth doesn't really know the essence of accepting the truth. And sometimes they don't know that even what you are telling them is the right thing to do. Because they've grown up, we are more or less like conventional people. We grow up to accept anything that is in the society, anything that people are up to. We don't analyze to see if it is right or wrong. That's just the problem. Because I grew up and then my father is an NDC or NPP. Oh, I'm automatically my father's party member. Ooh, what is that? Well, so let's look at villages too. There are a lot of me. I have been to village. I'm a village boy, and I have been to villages. Several villages. I can mention names, and you can't even stop me. I can number and number and number and number. When you look into the hinterlands, when I say villages, I just mean the hinterlands.
Okay.
When you look into the hinterlands, it looks like everything is lacking. When I say everything, I just mean everything. Totally. Looking at Article 25 of anywhere, education and what have you, they don't even have the under trees education to survive on. You see, they have nothing. I saw children numbering up to 500 who are just, excuse me to use the word, perishing. No education. Where they are, there is no school closer, no town closer to those villages, and they are just there. They will wake up, eat, follow their parents to the farm and be making noise. They can't do anything in the farm. They don't also have school to go. So such places, I even wonder if politicians do go there to campaign. Such places, if someone is watching you from an area like that, what are some of the measures they can put in place to also get their voices heard?
All right. You see, when I was speaking at the beginning, I was talking about like we participating, right? That we all have something to do. One, the youth, we have to advocate for our right. That we have the right for quality education. We have the right for quality healthcare delivery. If a government or a politician is able to identify that these people, they don't know their left and right. They turn their back from that side. So we need, communities like that need to advocate, to let the people know that yes, it is my right to have access to education. I need to have access to education. I need classrooms. I need hospitals. I need other social amenities to be available for me to also realize my potential. Through advocacy. Okay? If we don't know our right, then how do you fight for something? I always say that governance is just about fighting. Fight for what belongs to you, because the government will determine, somebody, is it or something that he defined politics, that who gets what, when, and how. Politics.
Yes.
Who get what,
when and how.
When and how. So if you don't tell them, I know my right, you won't get it. The government will tell, okay, I'll send this project here, I'll send this one here, I'll send this one here. No, here the people are too small, so we can't go and build a school there. But you have to tell them, yes, I know, but I have the power. I also voted for you, so I need to have that school. Another thing, they have to also seek for external support. Are you getting that? People have to also look for external support aside the government.
Okay, external as in like, is it NGOs?
NGOs.
Okay.
You have to seek help from them.
But these people we are discussing about here, they are not educated in a way. So they don't even know that going to someone can bring about development.
Please. There is no community you will go where they are lacking some infrastructure, for example, education, and you can't find someone that is educated in that community. There is no community in this country.
Well, I
want to believe.
Yes.
I want to believe there is no community. Where you go, you realize that there is no classrooms there. But there are some people that are educated.
They can at least read and write more.
Yes. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm following.
Yes. So people have to lead, and also they have to also have a community action plan. You have to also say, okay, we also need this. We also need this. Okay, now government is not coming in to give us a school. Our children cannot walk to the nearby village for education. So it means they have to wait for a certain year before they can go there. What are you also going to do? Okay, let's get some bricks and then have a place. Then they can be train those children, the nursery people there. So when they are up to the age that they can now walk there, they go. In fact, this reminds me in the Nadoli-Keleo constituency in the Upper West region.
Yes.
A village called Denjang.
Yes.
They walk to my community to have their education. But they realize that their children, they're small kids, they cannot walk.
The kids cannot walk.
And it's a farming community. They can also pick them with basket and come and go to farm. You know what they did?
But since they are going to,
you know what they did? They mobilized themselves into this thing. So they will be going to each other's farms. They say, if I come to your farm, then you pay this amount. If you go to this person's farm, we will pay this amount. So they were doing that. Then the time realized they were building 3 classrooms using bricks.
Wow.
They didn't reach anywhere. People came in to support them. I remember it was their elections. I remember the NDC and MPP parliamentary candidate also supported them with something small. And then now I think it's a church that now took over
the entire project.
Yes, they are using it. I'm telling you, it's not dangerous. Anyone who is listening to us and know they will testify.
Wow.
It's not government, but they have education, right? They now have it where they can send their kids. So those who are 7, 8, 9 years who are can walk to my hometown somewhere, they come there and have their education and go back. So by the time those children also now get to that time where they need primary education,
yes,
by then they also know something small. They can read, they can write. Oh, Amma is going.
Yes.
So you see why it's an example I'm just telling you, and I know it is happening in other communities.
Yes.
So without government, but the community, the hinterlands can also bring development through their own personal initiatives.
It looks like they are not always trying to make any, like you said before, deliberate effort in calling for that help.
Sure.
Well, sometimes they don't even call for, they don't do
They don't
anything.
call.
They just sit adamant, thinking that someone will come like the Egyptians who claim, the Portuguese who claim they came to discover Africa.
I don't want to hear that. It's very painful. It's very painful. Let us not go there.
The rest when they sit down, then someone will now come and discover them. It's serious.
And when they discover you, that's what they are going to use you.
They are going to use you. That's always my problem.
So you were saying that maybe those people are not educated.
Yes.
I don't know having an assembly member. So can the assembly member advocate for them?
Problem.
I like that they came and discovered Africa.
Yeah.
And you see what we are going through. So you see, when they sit and the people discover them,
yes,
they will rule over them.
They will rule over.
No, you don't know anything.
Yes.
You said that when we came, where were you? You were like this. Your culture was so good. We gave you education. So you cannot criticize. So communities have to, get up. Get up. Be on their feet.
And start calling for
these kind of projects to come to their communities. You see, there was a time, this reminds me again, during elections, one guy was speaking the truth to a politician who came there to campaign. This guy was speaking the truth. Surprisingly, the guy was stopped.
Stopped by who?
He was not deliberately stopped, but he was stopped. They didn't say what he's saying is wrong. They didn't say that, but they stopped him.
How?
In a way. Time. Time.
Oh no.
You see, me, I'm not always afraid of anything. No. Let me even another example. Yesterday, I was at the LA meeting, the SIC local assembly meeting, where they brought the student records officer there to come and answer some questions students have been wondering with. This man was ready. In fact, I love the man. May God bless him. I forgot his name. God bless the man. This man was talking, giving, telling us how the portal is, and then the man gave me hope. But you see what? This man was ready to answer any question that people were asking. The man never worried that he is tired. Therefore, they should hold on with the question, and that I don't know. The president and the person who was presiding over
the speaker,
not the speaker, the deputy speaker who was presiding over that. Then he said the man stood for long.
The speaker wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't there. So the deputy speaker was
presiding
over. He said the man, then he stood there for long, and he said, so we have to stop here, and then they will not go. They will be around. Then if you have anything, you go and then find out from them, or you go to the office. I was disappointed.
How many people can go to that office?
You see, but the man was ready to talk.
Me, I personally went to the office on behalf of somebody, and I couldn't stay in the office for up to a minute. The moment I entered, what is your problem? Oh, about it. Oh, no. Go to. No.
Let's not divert. I'm just trying to bring an example so you see how the youth behave. If the man was saying he is tired, right?
That one is fine.
But the man was still ready for questions from students. Well, we are there as a representative of the whole university. And the questions people were giving to them or were giving to them to answer are questions students have been wondering with.
Relevant questions.
He said he's tired. So I told a lot of friends that I'm disappointed. So that is how we do when we are speaking the truth. Most of the time, they find a nice way of stopping us. So there's a program. You say your time is up. How do you continue?
Very painful.
How do you continue?
And some of these things, even when you talk about LA meeting, I don't think time should be bounding them, because it's about the agenda at hand.
Parliament can
Remember Ghana Parliament?
Yes.
One day they stood
no
there
time.
for the whole
The
day
whole day and night.
and night.
Well, when it comes to the local assembly, there's no time frame.
It was the following day. Even closer Parliament. You remember?
Budget is in
that closer Parliament. Sometimes
we close around 12.
Close around 1. Sometimes 1, 2. You get home around 3. So there is no time bounding distance. You need to know the right thing.
Yesterday I was not happy about that.
Oh,
but
no.
let's I'm just trying to let's give how sometimes we the youth
can stop people from telling the truth.
The truth. Oh. So we the communities, these are some of the ways they can use.
They just use some smart way of curtailing
everything.
Wow.
So in communities, let's just try to identify our rights. Let's know our rights. That I am entitled to this. And let's seek external support. Let's mobilize ourselves. Let's mobilize ourselves.
That is one of the problems we have. Mobilization. When a team when people team up to advocate for the truth, you see that it will get to, they can advocate for like some moment for some time, then you will see some divisions start coming, and that will end it.
And I'm coming. You know that division is from with the youth, not from anybody, any other person. It's from the youth.
How does it come?
In 2020, during COVID, I was part of a team who was sensitizing COVID-19, and then what's the name of this disease? Or this
is it cholera?
No,
cerebrospinal meningitis.
Correct. We're sensitizing this around our communities.
Yes.
We're doing that on our own costs. And then a man called Nawajut, he brought in his car, his passenger car, always pick us to the place free.
Wow.
Now, we're there, and then the Speaker of Parliament, the current Speaker, Alban Bagbin,
yes,
he heard that some group of people were doing that thing. He sent money to us to always take that money and buy water when we are moving around the communities. But when it comes to my community, we have about 5 or 6 communities surrounding the community. Let me see, Pupre, Gray, Dinjao, Count. 5 communities. So we're moving around, all entering house by house. Wow. To tell them how to wash their hands, how to protect. I got the issue.
Yes.
Now, when we received this money from the speaker, but then he wasn't the speaker, he was the MP, right? No, he was the speaker because it happened 2020. No, he wasn't the speaker yet because it was 2021 January that he became the speaker. He was still the member of parliament by then. So we now use part of this money to always buy take this and also buy food and support. When we buy water and drink. So after we finish the whole project,
yes,
we say, okay, let's find a place like this and sit and refresh ourselves with that money. And we see that some people started criticizing. And we got money, and then we are doing this. Do you know where the money comes from? You know. It came from somewhere that you don't know the source.
Yes.
You don't know why the money was given.
And the money wasn't even given before we started our course.
You see what we did? We even used part of that money. We bought soaps. Soaps.
To distribute
to the areas that they used to put
the vantage points.
I forgot the community. Tippy tap or what that washing hand.
I forgot the name too.
We kept those in every community, anywhere that they put
those
buckets for washing. We will make sure that at least 2 soaps will go to that place. Out of that money, speaker didn't say we should use the money to buy that, but we said no, let's use that. We use the money and then part of it left. Then we use it to just refresh